obviously the Judgment Night soundtrack, huge for me, for my friends, for a lot of people, and then obviously start the thing off.
Yeah.
I've always wondered about the recording of that because it does kind of sound a little sounds a little disjointed. Like you guys did your half, House of Pain did their half, and they kind of just mashed them together. Am I right?
Yeah, that's basically what happened. I mean, we all met in New York at Fun City, which is the studio that we did Strappin' On and Meantime in, recorded. We didn't mix them. We mixed Strappin' On there, but we mixed Meantime at Andy Wallace was using the studio. Reggie, oh man, I can't remember the name, but it's on the album, on the Meantime. Anyway, we had tracked both records there, and so I had this riff. And it was Everlast, Danny Lee, some other people with them, like a manager and people who had songwriting credit. And I'm like, who's this? And it's like, that's our manager. I'm like, what did he do? You know, it's this weird rap world thing, I guess. And then my band, John Henry, myself, and Rob was in the band at the time, I believe. We got in the basement, you know, in Wharton's basement, and got set up, got sounds, and everybody just turns and looks at me. They're like, "What are we gonna do?" I was like, "We're writing a song together, right? We're gonna write a song together." You know, I was like, basically, no, you're gonna write a song, and then we're gonna do something with it. So I said, "Well, I have this really good riff." I knew it was a really good riff.
A great riff.
It goes like this, and then Stanier's brilliance like just comes in with that fucking beat and boom. And then it all came together really. You know, I came up with, you know, it's like that's a thing. Another thing I preach in my lessons is sort of not motivic development, but like rhythmic displacement. These kind of classical music notions that pertain to all music. Here's a melodic fragment. How would you develop that? Much like a conversation. Hey, what's going on? Not much. Go into the store. You know, it's the same thing. There's a rhythmic fragment, and you say ba da 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 da, you know, and ba da 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 da. That's the same riff, right? Expanded. You know, and it's that's what fugues are, right? You know, that's what a round is. Row, 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 you row, 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 you bow. You're developing melodic fragments, and so it got written in a few minutes. We laid it down, laid our part down, and then we were on tour. We got to LA. Everlast and I were talking. He said, "Hey, what are you thinking for lyrics?" And I said, "I'm just fascinated by these people that are constantly feeling victimized, and they're victims, and rather than taking the bull by the horns, and rather everybody's like, woe is me, you know." And he goes, "That works great with what I'm thinking." So I wrote my lyrics in studio in LA. Somebody told me the name of the studio recently because my other guitar player Danny worked there. Somebody said he was like, "Yeah, we worked at this studio," and they said you recorded there. And I go, "That sounds vaguely familiar." I don't remember now, so I'm sure it's on the credits or whatever. But it was funny. It was very different. You know, like our working environment was, you know, work, and we'd take breaks and eat food and, you know, go back to work. And their environment was like a bag of weed the size of my face, and then like porno movies on in between the speakers, you know, and I was like, "Isn't this kind of distracting, you guys?" But there was a whole different thing. But I wrote the lyrics in, you know, like whatever, 20 minutes, and went in and did a vocal and a take, you know, just like just got the vibe, you know. I knew what I wanted, and I knew, like, you know, just groove wise. And then they did that cool stuff. I sampled it, slowed it down. He did his rap part to it, so it's like it was, you know, the turn. They put some of the sounds on, so I love, and some of the sounds I don't love. I never really loved that. That was kind of a staple in rap music, I guess, was the squeaky toy thing, the wow wow, you know. That seemed unnecessary to me, but it didn't ruin it for me or whatever. It's still a really cool song, and they were fun to work with. Good guys. We became. I'm still friendly with Danny. He lives in Tulsa, or last time I saw him, we're acquaintances. We don't hang or whatever. But he came and hung with me, and well, last time we were there, and he's a really great dude. Haven't seen Eric for a million years, and haven't seen Lee since we toured with Korn and Limp Bizkit. Like that's yeah. So, but he's a good dude too. Really talented.